Fun fact: the water in the video games are fake. What I mean by fake is that the water is not generated through fluid simulation, a method used for accurate fluid motion, but it's a combination of clever techniques used by game developers to convince your brain that you are looking at water. But why do the game developers need to fake water? Because fluid simulations are expensive in terms of computational power, and also you don't need a physically accurate simulation of water, but our brain just needs to see the formation of ripples and caustics to convince itself that it is looking at water. These are some simple things which can affect a gamer's experience and also add realism to the game. By the way, caustics are the formation of bright and dark spots when light refracts through an irregular surface of water. These are the characteristics of water our brains grown up watching. So if these details are absent, your brain knows something is wrong. It's like realizing a photo is edited because of the absence of a shadow. That is why applying these details to mimic the real behavior of water is more important than going for CFD. So that makes a game with realistic water playable. So let's find out how games fake water. A plane has its normal perpendicular to the surface. This normals is used in calculating the light reflections. If you can manipulate these normals, you can create something like this. That is exactly what a normal map does. It alters the way light reflects without the need of additional geometry. However, in this example, a noise texture is applied as a normal map and animated. In fact, these normal maps are all over the game environment and 3D renders because it adds those crispy details to the scene and adds realism with less or no effort. If the game has less interaction with water, this technique is more than enough for the game. If the characters in the game has to interact with the water, a method called dynamic displacement is used. This technique needs additional geometry to the plane, as it displaces the vertices of the plane where the object touches the water. This technique combined with normal map can create realistic and interactive water in most of the games. Some games go further to add realism, like adding a splash of water in case of an impact like a boat slammed to water surface. To add these splashes, particle systems are used. In games with big watery waves, they add subsurface scattering to the PBR material used to mimic the phenomenon of light scattering inside water. This creates a beautiful scene when light hits water at an angle. Some games even add wet map over the character to make the character wet.
It's not what you think.
A wet map is like a normal map, but it contains details of where the water touched the character. All these details and techniques combined with an excellent sound design adds realism to the fake water without the need for CFD simulation. As always, thanks for watching, and if you want to know how Newton calculated the value of pi faster than other mathematicians, click on this video right here.